Khalidji, you grew up in Pakistan. Now you could see the kind of indoctrination that happens in an ordinary madrasa. It's the same story even in India. And I wanted to particularly ask you about this because, if we look at the news today, we have had a statement from the Kerala governor, and I want to, for the benefit of our viewers, read out that statement. And he said, and I quote, "We worry when symptoms come but refuse to notice the deeper disease. Children are being taught in madrasas that punishment for blasphemy is beheading. It's being taught as the law of God. What's being taught there should be examined." And I unquote. Khalidji, this is really pointing to the root cause, at least one of the root causes of this problem. And can you share with our viewers what exactly happens in a madrasa?
Well, by definition, madrasa is an exclusive religious school where Muslim children are taught Quran, Sharia, Hadith, the sayings of the Prophet, and Islamic history of invasions in jihad. So if we talk about India, the institution of Islamic madrasas in India is as old as the Muslims are in India. It's like 1,000 years. And if you look at the syllabus simply teaches the students to hate all non-Muslims. Simple, especially the Hindus, because Hindus, being the idol worshippers, are dubbed as the hateful human beings, which we call kafir. So, and then they taught that the end times will not come unless the Hindus and the Kafirs have been wiped out of from the first surface of earth. And Islam is a such an unfortunate faith that life begins after death. So you are living with the hope to once to die, and then after Qiyamah, then after the Qiyamah, the day of the judgment, and then you will have all the good things which we're looking for in this life. So the Muslims want a Qiyamah to come as soon as possible, and they know from their faith that the Qiyamah will not happen unless the whole humanity has been either converted into Islam or the Hindus have been wiped out. So this is so difficult and so I would say vile, ingrained in their mindset. And this is what every madrasa is teaching. And I mean, you even for your benefit, let me say that there are over 2,000 madrasas in the UK, right, and they're growing in numbers. And minimum 100,000 children from age 4 onwards are enrolled, even in this country. And even the number of unregistered seminaries is even higher. So it is a problem all over the world. It's a growing parallel school system which they have created. And they get their license here saying that they are going to teach Muslim subjects Arabic and to recite Quran and lessons in the principles and practices of Islam, etc., interfaith harmony, tolerance, blah blah. But what they taught to British young children is anti-Semitic, extremist, militant, homophobic, and misogynistic. So that is what they teach in Islam and Quran, and to act in a cruel and abusive way. So I would say that before uniform civil code, what India needs is a uniform education code. So there are millions of young minds. I mean. Do you know that even in your capital, right, there are 3,000 madrasas in the Indian capital alone? Right. And going by, say, 100, you have like 360,000 young minds stuck in the curriculum only in New Delhi, which a curriculum which was developed in the 1700s. And you can, how can you can bring the nation forward when there are millions enrolled in 600,000 madrasas in the whole of the country. There are like 40 to 50 lakh mosques, and they have attached maktabs, along or madrasas attached with them. So this is a very deep rooted problem. I mean, by the government's figures of 2019, I believe, there are more than 18 million children in 8,500 madrasas in Uttar Pradesh only. I don't know if the figure has changed, even if it has changed, how much?
Yeah.
18 million children in Uttar Pradesh only. Wow. So this is something, I mean, we have been saying a long time that unless you don't stop the avenues of indoctrination, you actually cannot do any good to the society. Not possible, actually, because you are not stopping the factories which are producing these minds day and night. That's the problem.
Absolutely, Khalidji. I think you made a very, very important point that, in fact, far more than a uniform civil code, I think one thing that India urgently needs is a uniform education code. And the indoctrination, the anti-Hindu hate that is being, sort of created because of the madrasas, I think needs to stop. And there must be efforts to stop this kind of hate against Hindus in particular, that is happening all over the country even as we speak.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.